Our modern world is an increasingly connected one. Our mobile devices keep us closer than ever to our friends, family, and loved ones. So we knew we want to use mobile devices as the platform for a new Diablo game.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha, and you all knew this was coming. Everyone knew that as soon as games journalists started attacking gamers over all this nonsense, I would have to step in and say something. So here we go, the Blizzard debacle as far as I've seen, in my opinion on the whole mess. Now, as always, I will present the facts to the best of my ability, and then I will provide my opinion based on those facts. Links to any sources used are in the description down below. Also, if you're interested in supporting the channel, links to my Discord and social media are down in the description, and if you're interested in supporting the channel even further, my Patreon link is down there as well. Okay, here we go. Now, on Friday, Blizzard announced their new mobile game, Diablo Immortal, a game being developed for Android and iOS. Now, the crowd's reception to the presentation was what could easily be described as lukewarm at best.
For those of you who are here at BlizzCon, thank you. We are going to have... Sorry. We welcome you here to BlizzCon, and there has never been a better time to be part of this incredible Blizzard community.
During the follow-up Q&A, we even had one person asking if this was a belated April Fool's joke.
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
No, it's a fully fledged Diablo experience on mobile.
Also, during the Q&A, the Blizzard team's patience with the audience seemed to wear a little bit thin, and their exasperation began to show through at some points.
Is there any plans to make this playable on PC, or is this strictly mobile forever?
Are there any... the current plan is to be on mobile, both Android and iOS. We don't have any plans at the moment to do PC. Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have
Everyone's got a
phones,
phone.
right?
You can play on your tablet too.
Yes?
Now, in the whirlwind of frustration, anger, and disappointment that followed, there was naturally a great deal that happened in a very short period of time. This included accusations that Blizzard had unlisted the cinematic trailer in order to hide some of the outrage. Now, in regards to that, I was able to verify that on their public YouTube profile, they do list one Diablo cinematic trailer, but the video that you can access from within the launcher takes you to the unlisted video that has far fewer views, and as a result, fewer dislikes. Now, as of recording this video, the publicly listed video sat at 2.2 million views, with 376,000 dislikes and 13,000 likes, and the unlisted video that is linked on the Blizzard launcher sits at 405,000 views with 58,000 dislikes and 740 likes. There were also accusations made that Blizzard were deleting negative comments on the video, and further accusations that they were somehow manipulating the number of dislikes on the videos, decreasing the number of overall dislikes. Now, one Twitter user captured some screenshots in an archive.is link in order to help verify the veracity of their claims. Now, in response to the fan outrage, games journalism sites like Mashable attacked the angry fans, like in this article by Adam Rosenberg titled, "Diablo Immortal Reveal Gives Entitled Gamers a New Chance to Look Like Asses." And another article by Kellen Beck posted the same day on Mashable, in which Beck stated, quote, "Well, guess what, you entitled crybabies? I played Diablo Immortal at BlizzCon shortly after it was revealed, and it was a lot of fun." Now, there was also the article over at shacknews.com written by Asif Khan titled, "Fans React to Diablo Immortal Like Disrespectful Edgelords at BlizzCon 2018's Q&A." Now, in addition, many fans have been spreading a YouTube video and claiming that Diablo Immortal is a reskin of Crusader of Light, a game that was reskinned or cloned by NetEase and rebranded Endless of Gods. NetEase, the Chinese mobile game development company and subsidiary of Tencent, is the company that Blizzard farmed out development of Diablo Immortal 2. NetEase was in the news earlier this year over their being sued by Bluehole, the developers of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, over their blatant PUBG clones, Rules of Survival, and Knives Out. NetEase also holds a large reputation with their mobile games being notoriously pay-to-win, a game mechanic that is popular in China, but one that is extremely frowned upon by gamers in the West. And to further stir the pot, there was a lot of nonsense dragged into social media, with one Twitter goer pointing out a little hypocrisy in games journalist Jason Schreier, who stated in June of this year that it was fun to mock people defending multi-billion-dollar corporations, while in this scenario, Schreier was very much one of the people defending a multi-billion-dollar corporation. There was also one particular individual that somehow managed to blame Donald Trump for the backlash that Blizzard was experiencing, while still another common thing seen on Twitter was people claiming that those who don't like mobile gaming are misogynists and are guilty of toxic masculinity. And those are the facts of the current landscape that we're working with. If I missed something or left something out that you think is important, please do let me know down in the comments below. Now, through all of this, and specifically why I pointed to some examples in social media and games journalism sites, isn't to bash on them or to directly hate at them, even though that is how some select few people will certainly take it. It's actually to underscore just how off base those defending Activision Blizzard are in regards to why so many people are angry. Now, obviously, I don't claim to speak for all gamers, but I do want to put all of this through my own reason filter and see what comes out the other side, and please do let me know if I'm close to the mark or if I'm way off base. Now, first I want to talk about the downvoting manipulation on the YouTube video. Now, for that, we really have no way to confirm or refute what has been happening with the downvotes. There could be something there, or there could be just something screwed up with the system due to the sheer influx of downvotes and how the system ties into the rest of the platform. We also know that YouTube is going through the laborious process of removing that extreme number of Google Plus tie-ins that were forced on them, and until that removal is complete, and probably for a long time after, because let's face it, it's YouTube, the site will continue to have problems, some minor and some severe. As that is the case, I personally can't treat the downvote removals as anything except anecdotal, worth bearing in mind, but nothing concrete enough to rely on in any meaningful fashion. And before we get into the topic of mobile games in general, I want to talk about the reputation of NetEase themselves. Now, NetEase is a Chinese company that is known for developing mobile games that are predominantly pay-to-win. The reason for that is mobile is extremely popular in China, NetEase's home country, and also that pay-to-win style is also popular for some reason over there as well. As that is the case, it's no small wonder that a lot of fans are not keen on the idea of a company that has made its fortune off of the back of pay-to-win game mechanics. And that brings me to mobile gaming itself. Now, mobile gaming is not traditional gaming in many respects, something that we've seen AAA companies attempt to slowly remedy over the course of the past several years. Traditionally, there are a couple of different monetization methods used in mobile gaming. There's the non-microtransaction free-to-play that involves the heavy usage of ads, much the same as what you have with YouTube. Instead of paying for the game, you pay with small increments of your time. Then you have the free-to-play games with microtransactions and ads. Those microtransactions are typically similar to what you see with the microtransaction-only games that can include some or all of the following: direct purchase cosmetics, cosmetic loot boxes, direct purchase or loot box pay-to-win items, paywalling via wait timers, paywalling via premium currency, and paywalling through ridiculously insane difficulty spikes on some levels. It is all highly predatory and as such has rightfully earned mobile gaming the reputation of being a cancer on the industry. So you take that reputation of NetEase, and you take that very deserved reputation of mobile gaming, and you inject the additional fact that Blizzard stated directly in their Q&A that Diablo Immortal will be a mobile-only title, meaning that people interested in the game will be forced to play it on those terms, which brings with it all of that negative reputation. Because you see, Console gamers and PC gamers all think their platforms are the best for various reasons that we don't really need to get into here. But regardless of their long-standing feud that is unlikely to end anytime soon, one thing that console and PC gamers alike can almost universally agree on is the fact that none of them want to play a new Diablo title on a tiny little touchscreen. These gamers invest hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars on their gaming platforms. As a result, it's no small wonder that they would want to play the games they're interested in on those platforms. It's also not unrealistic to be able to assume that, for the most part, none of these gamers are interested in a pay-to-win or pay-to-wait game that is the hallmark of companies like NetEase. And then there was the optics surrounding the presentation, this big reveal at BlizzCon. You see, fans of the Diablo series, fans of any video game series really, tend to be extremely passionate in their fandoms. This is why things like PAX and BlizzCon are so widely popular. A lot of the fans of the Diablo series have been around since the first game even came out back in 1996, and then still more people came on with Diablo 2 back in 2000. It's not unheard of. In fact, it's quite common to find a Diablo fan that has spent not dozens or even hundreds, but literally thousands of hours playing Diablo in some form or another. It is without a doubt one of the most well-known gaming IPs in the history of video games. Diablo itself is truly iconic in the games industry, really iconic, not Ubisoft iconic. And as that is the case, fans of the series do see this as a slap in the face to see their most beloved franchise relegated to a mobile game being developed by one of the most predatory developers in that market. It will make some fear for the franchise in general. And while Blizzard has been quick to claim that this will in no way affect games being worked on for PC and console, and this is an attempt to bring Diablo to a wider market, presenting that to a group of who could arguably be considered your absolute core audience on a platform they don't want, after getting their hopes up by stating that while there will be no Diablo 4 announcement, there would be some Diablo news, made the fans feel like they were being given a bit of a bait and switch. Now, I personally won't comment on the mobile game itself and what I expect it to be because I haven't had a chance to play it. I don't know what the monetization is going to look like. There's a lot of unknowns here that we'll have to wait and see on. But I also recognize that these games journos out there that are attempting to defend Blizzard by claiming, I played the game, it was fun, you were all just entitled, have their own heads so far up their collective asses that one begins to think how much further they can go before they implode in on themselves and form a tiny little black hole comprised of smug wokeness, a pathological need to defend anti-consumer business practices, and an ideological hatred for gamers. Now, Blizzard has shown they simply cannot comprehend where they went wrong here, and that is a clearer indication that they have become more like the other AAA companies out there than anything else that I can think of. Now, it would seem that Diablo fans are nothing more than the latest batch of gamers that have been forced to come to the stark realization that these companies invariably care more about finding easier ways to line their pockets than they do anything else. But as always, please do let me know what you think down in the comments below, and please remember to drop a like on the video and share it with your friends on social media. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha, and I'll see you next time.